Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. I am in the Nether, and it is spooky and scary. I've been wandering around. I gathered some stuff, but look what I see. Nether brick block. So things are relatively calm down here for the moment. You can see one of my bridges over here. When I was going from place to place off camera between episodes, got shot by a ghast, which is why it's missing and fiery. But we did make it okay without dropping into the lava. I ended up tunneling through this land I'm standing on right now. And you can see that bridge down there. That's actually a little tunnel of safety. If we go into it, you can see that we're in a tunnel of safety toward, over the lava and toward the nether brick, okay? Now this is a fortress, and I came over to, oh, what just fell? Oh, look at those guys. These guys are a good source of meat. Cooked meat too, but boy are they tough. You hit one, and it, with a sharpness 5 sword, and it catches on fire. Oh, there's another one. Ow. Yeah, you guys climb, don't you? And they're still alive, even after they're done burning. What are you doing? You retreating? You big baby? You can dish it out, but you can't take it? They're tough, but we're tougher. Okay, so we don't want to... This is a good spot for us to gather some crimson whatevers, perhaps. But for now, I've kind of made just like this little hole. And this actually tunnels down all the way to a spot that meets up with our ancient debris mine. And then this tunnels up, spiral staircases up to the top of here where we can explore the fortress together on camera. I did the tiniest bit, right? It actually took some doing. Of course, it took a long time, and you guys are glad you missed it because it was dull. But this place was teeming with enemies, which is why some of this stuff is here. This is the hallway. And I put slabs here to prevent wither skeletons from getting through. And you'll notice this is a half block here. These are all slabs to prevent spawning. This place was crawling with blazes. And as you'll see in the near future, there's a blaze spawner not too far away. So check out, I've actually made a run back with some of my loot, but we've got some glowstone here, but look, 2 stacks and change of blaze rods and 9 wither skulls. I spent some time here fighting these guys, you know. And I have a looting 3 sword, but still, my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna take a stack and change of netherrack with us, I think, because that's probably smart. And we're gonna have some food put away. And we're gonna explore this nether fortress together. I'd like to do more in this episode, but I don't know how big it is. We'll see how long it takes. I do think that there will be more in this episode. I love exploring these things, personally. I find it to be a lot of fun. However, I do think it gets a little long to watch sometimes. Here's the spawner. I tried to light this up well enough to prevent spawns and also to fill in those terrible spaces that that Mojang puts in down here. Microsoft, whoever, I don't know. So they can't spawn there, and so I don't think they'll spawn anywhere right now. But yeah, as you can see, this place is not too friendly when it comes to the guests within. Okay, so there's a path there. There's stairs up here. There's a blaze. Here's some magma cubes. Right, so we're already getting assaulted and accosted. Let's take out this. Oh my gosh, I was going to take out the blaze. A giant magma cube was there waiting for me. Now we got a couple of the medium guys. Thank goodness for knockback, honestly. Here's a blaze. Let's hide from him while we take out the magma cubes. And thank goodness for good gear. Not only knockback, but like sharpness 5, you know? And netherite armor with prot 4. Right? Really helps out. If you're going to do something like this, if you're going to do it the way I like to do it, which is a little bit foolhardy, then you better be geared up. Okay, what do we got going on up here? Gonna set some torches like breadcrumbs so that we know where we've been. Oh, a regular skeleton? Fine. We're so far past the early game concerns at this point. Though they do have ranged weapons. Can we attract this guy's attention without attracting the other skeleton? Okay, now we have a hallway up here we can explore. Happy December 30th, I believe, to you all. Don't hit that guy. Oh, he'll take care of him for us. Did you see that? The skeleton shot. Oh, this is a dead end. All right, dead end. That skeleton shot that zombie pigman for us, so he took us right out. Okay, there's no need to go this way, so we'll block that off. In fact, there's really no need to come up here at all. So what we can do is block this off. And in the meantime, we take this guy out. Unfortunately, we've blocked this off in such a way that we're on the wrong side of it. You know what clogs up the old inventory? A bunch of half-worn out stone swords. How's the inventory? Yeah, see? Do you see? Okay. So, I would not mind keeping some of the other stuff. Okay, that's the way back. Up here, we're not going up here. So let's dump those things there for now. Hopefully they'll despawn, although we probably won't be close enough. Okay, so we blocked that off. That's good. Let's try this way next. I get a better feeling about this way. I don't know why. But yeah, happy December 30th, as I was saying. Do you guys have, uh-oh, we're gonna get caught on fire here. And here's this guy sneaking up behind us. I hate the fire effect. It's so hard to see through it. We're gonna have as many blaze rods as we want. If we can find a warped forest and do some Eyes of Ender farming with whatchamacallits, Enderman, then we will be in good shape pearl-wise. Oh, it's another blaze spawner. Okay, let's deactivate this thing as we can. Torches, torches, torches. It takes a high light level to prevent spawns in the Nether. And it takes a lot of filled space. I don't want to be up there. I want to be down here. I want this stuff on the hotbar. They spawn down here, right? If you just leave this here? I feel like they do, which is why I always fill it in. But I guess I don't know that for sure. Because I always fill it in, just to be safe. Let's put some light there. Let's do the same thing over here. It uses up a lot of netherrack, but it's not like it's hard to find more. Although it's dangerous sometimes to find more because you mine it up, just minding your own business. Mining your own business, as it were, in the Nether. And suddenly there's lava flowing. Don't worry guys, I got you. You and your anal retentive tendencies. Okay, light there, hello. It's just a medium boy. Those small ones are ambitious. Whew, so are the wither skeletons. Out, withered. Out, withered. Level 20. Dude, I love that you can crit a blaze and one-shot him with this sword. It's good to have a lot of... It's good to know what's behind you when you're fighting these guys, because you want to be able to back up while you're doing it. I think we just got another head. And since we have a spawner here, it may be a good spot. I keep protecting my sword from... it may be a good spot to dump this stuff, is what I was trying to say. But I think it's funny that I keep preventing undue durability reduction on my sword. It's just a habit. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of blazes. They ought to have blue blazes in the Soul Sand Valleys. That would be cool, wouldn't it? We don't need to be caught on fire 100 times, though, please. And then withered. Okay, we're one-shotting some guys. Let's watch the health, Peter. Okay, they're fighting each other. That's good news. Maybe somebody will hit a zombie pigman. Whoop! Okay, he's done fighting others. I might die if I'm not careful here. Whoops. Yeah, sorry fellas. It was bound to happen at some point. Okay, so while there is a spawner down here, we don't need to go this way right now. So let's put a torch there to let us know we've been that way, but it's no good. How's the armor doing? Fine. Thank goodness for mending. So many things to be thankful for. Let's put this back on the hotbar and drop it. And we'll block this off because we're not going that way right now. But the torch lets us know that we want to go that way in the future. Theoretically, you guys can help me remember that. At some point, I'd like to experiment with, how many heads do we have in our inventory? Just one. Okay, we got one just then. Let's go this way. Do we want to try the stairs or do we want to try the hallway? I think we probably want to try the stairs. This is delightful. Ow. Sword, please. Ooh, I'm low. I gotta be careful, and I'm not healing. A combination of a hallway of blazes and wither skeletons is quite something. Okay, let's mark the way as we go here. Get some of this stuff out of the way. Got torches in hand and sword at the ready. Ouch! For real? You must have a fire aspect bow. This guy sees us. Oh, it's Blaze. Okay, no problem. Took him out fast enough. No problem. How do Blaze get up here? How long do they pursue once they see you and notice you? Oh, okay, we got some guys. That's a dead end there, which is fine. Ah! Don't you jump scare me. Gotta keep eating. Ooh, glowstone. Okay, we'll go this way first, and we'll go get that glowstone next. When we come back this way. I probably did not have to jump. Hey, and our first chest. All right, let's see if this has all been worth it. Nope. That is not very much at all. Do I have an axe with me? I don't. So we're going to leave the chests. Wood's not hard to get for us. We've got a spruce farm. Okay, now things are getting complicated. Gold, iron horse armor. I don't know if that's worth having or not. When we backtrack, we can... okay, this is closed. Okay, that's good. And so is this. So now we've explored the end of this hallway. Next split we get to, we'll mark it off here. You're dead. You're dead. Okay, which way did we come from? I don't know. Is it this way? It was. Okay, so we came down here, and then this is totally the end. Let's just round the corner from that guy there. Wait for this wither skeleton, come on. Come on. You see how these can take a while. Is there anything behind here? There is. A blaze! Hello, wither skeleton. And I'm withered, and a regular skeleton. And a wither skeleton. It doesn't appear as though... Oh. A natural cave. Interesting. Okay. Let's... Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, he got us. Okay. Let's eat. Let this guy get closer to his doom. We'll sucker him in, and then we can close off this way. So there's nothing back there. Okay, then let's try this way. There's something here. There could be something here. Or netherrack, at least. Just a dead end. I feel like I always talk about dead ends at some point in a Minecraft series. But I love dead ends in mazes. I think I went through a maze when I was a kid, and it was like a Halloween fun, you know, kid activity kind of thing. Yeah, this is a good little spot to gather some netherrack here. This room. It's not a bad spot. And there was a, you know, your goal is to find your way through, and around every corner, you're nervous that you're gonna run into something spooky, right? And some of the stuff was like inanimate, whatever, just like a scarecrow or I don't know, like a witch mask sitting in a rocking chair or something. You know, and it was doofy, but like to a kid with imagination, it was awesome, man. It was just enough frightening to be like awesome, if that makes sense. And you'd be hopeful that it'd be like the exit, right around every corner, but it usually ended up being a dead end. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, this is the way we came from, right? Here's the empty chest. Yes. Okay. So we've crossed off that. We've crossed off that. We could go down here or straight here. Let's go straight. Oh, there's an upstairs there. There's a chest there. Another chest there. This looks like a dead end-ish. With a chest. Ooh, diamond horse armor. Okay, let's get rid of some of the stuff we don't want. Like the chest plate. And the stone swords. Not worried about the minuscule amounts of gold. The extra netherrack. Even the little bit of iron. We could sacrifice that at some point. But this stuff we want to keep. I don't know about the iron horse armor is a good candidate to get rid of as well. Get rid of those things. Okay. That guy is looking for a fight. Let's get him. Whoop! Nice dodge. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't get us. That guy wants to get us. We'll open the chest from a safe distance. Okay, and that's a dead end. So dead ends are so good in Minecraft because, in a place like this, because you really are trying to conquer the whole place, but not get lost. Okay, here's another chest down here. What's around the corner? Oh, but seeing a dead end in that maze as a kid, though, was just so, like, ooh, spooky. Ah! Excuse me. I do not consent. Therefore, I will defend my rights. Okay, those flint and steels are so important. A couple of diamonds, that's nice. And some nether wart to get us started on a nether wart farm, if we like. We could have gotten it from the gardens, but I don't like stepping in the soul sand if I can avoid it. Okay, so that's a dead end now, and so is this, right? So, hello. Nice moves. I need to eat. There's another head. Oh, hello, big boy. I'll knock you that way. And down the longer hallway we go. Man, these enemies are annoying, and they take a lot of sword durability if you don't have mending on your sword. And when you've got mending on all of your armor and your sword just doesn't get as much of the experience from enemies as it would if your armor didn't have mending. So netherite and unbreaking is quite helpful. Okay, we have not yet been up here. So this is new. I want to mark off the old. Yeah, we've been, so this is that chest which we've opened. Yeah, and those. So we can ding, mark this as complete. Okay, how you guys doing? You hanging in there? Let's do some more. Up is tempting. I saw a chest up there. Let's go this way. Oh, love you, boys. Ain't got no problem with you. Is this another dead end? It is. Sometimes it's a balcony with a great view of the Nether. And Nether views have gotten better since there's been a bunch of biomes. It's weird to me to see stuff from old videos where the Nether is just all Nether. The Nether update is so ingrained in me now. Let's mark this off. Ooh, okay. Saw movement, thought it was trouble. That a updateless Nether is very strange to me. Ooh, what do we have here? Hopefully some diamonds. At least a dead end. Saddles, right? How else can you get saddles? Can you get saddles via trading? I don't know. Gold horse armor. We could have a whole set of horse armor when we're done with this if our inventory doesn't get too full. But if it does, then... Okay, we don't need to go this way anymore, which means we can actually mark this off here. Sorry, bud. You're stuck there till you despawn. Okay, now we go up here and we get this chest. I don't think there's anything remarkable over here. I do see some quartz, but we don't really need it. Okay, zombie pigment, no problem. We do not need... Hey! Hey! Would you like to die? Yes, you would. Okay, we already have iron horse armor. We will take the extra saddle, and we can get rid of some flotsam and jetsam here, too. We can always move those down to there to grab some extra room, as Amelia is always enthusiastic to point out. I do like having a spare torch, though. If I'm just running around placing torches and suddenly I'm out, it's really nice to have one nearby and to not have to craft any. I always like to have sticks and coal in the inventory, too, but if you run out, man, it's real nice to have some spares ready to go. Okay, now we're marking this off. Have we gone this way? No, this is new. Wah! Well, he got me. Oh, blue blazes. Bad thing about knockback is you can send enemies like that, enemies with long-range attacks, further away from you, which is troublesome and highly irritating. Okay, we came down here, and this is all that was. It was just a few enemies and some dead ends. So, done, done, and done. All right, now, is this back the way we came? I believe it is. That's the empty one. It is. That's another reason why it can be nice to leave the chests behind. If you have an axe, they're nice to grab. Yeah, I see some wither skeletons there who are tempting, but at the same time, it's like we have so many skulls now that we don't even really need to bother farming them just because we see them. Okay, that's a dead end. That's the way we haven't gone yet, the glowstone way. Okay, and once we get it, then we can mark off the beginning of those stairs as somewhere we don't need to bother with anymore. Let's eat. This would be a good natural way to learn that these guys are too tall to get through space like that. Okay, we want to lure him out. I was going to say lure him closer. I thought he had some more time before he would fire. Somebody tell me this. Can slabs catch on fire? I feel like they can't because... Oh my gosh, we got more spawns. Because I slabbed up that hallway to prevent spawns, and while I was halfway through, I was noticing that nothing was catching fire. Have we already been here? Hello. Maybe we haven't. I don't see any dead end markers. Come here, buddy. Let's take a quick gander. Ooh, yeah, this looks new. That's a dead end. This might just be a weird isolated little spot. So let's mark it off the list quick. And if it's not, oh, hello. Give me a pearl. Ooh, multiple pearls. Gotta love looting. Hello, wither skeleton. How'd he get me before I even saw him? That feels a little bit maybe not fair. Okay, triple dead end here. So we'll mark this off. And that's a dead end, of course. So let's try this one. And how are we going to remember how to exit this place? Oh, it's right here. This is the exit. How is there a blaze right there? Really? Is he going to fire at me? Yes, he is. Ooh, and I'm no longer well fed enough to regenerate health. This is turning into a problem. Especially when they come from behind. Again, really good gear. Don't forget to eat. And you can kind of maverick cowboy this. Look at all that delicious experience. Hi-ya! Okay, so this is all dead end. Right? Right. So, oh, hello. Here's that. You want to die? You can die. And we'll put some torches on it so we remember. Whoop. That's the way out. We'll put a little reminder right here, and once we're done with this, we'll put up some blocks there to know that we're done. I see more glowstone. Okay, that's a dead end. This looks like nothing more than a lava-y dead end. So let's go ahead and mark these off. And then we'll take on Danger Path Magoo over here. Ow. Withered. I was hoping he'd hit that guy. But he didn't. One shot. Okay, these are worth grabbing. Is this... Is this where I was before? Or is this a different set of glowstone? I don't know. Well, these guys just turned into 3. It was one of them. I hate it when they do that. Alright, 3. And we got a head. And no... Yeah, we have been here. 1, 2... Okay. This video came out late because normally it's 11 a.m. Central Time. But I'm recording it the day it comes out, which is unusual for me. And it's already 10 a.m. that day, an hour before it's supposed to come out. And it takes a little time to quote-unquote edit. I don't really edit it, but I treat the audio commentary with some post-production effects. And I add music, you know, and if there are any obvious bits to cut out, I cut them out. Yeah, here's our path where we came from one and went to the other. So let's just go ahead and make sure we have this well understood. We took all that glowstone. There's not a double glowstone opportunity. Here's where we took the glowstone from. So, honestly, so we can mark that off, because that's gone now. Can you guys get through? You can. You can understand how skull hunting is not nearly so difficult anymore. So we could make multiple withers, if we wanted to, as a goodbye to the world, if we come to that point. Okay, so we've done this way. But I don't like to destroy worlds. I don't often delete worlds, and if I do, I'll put a finale on the end of the series. But I've been watching, reviewing a little bit of old Wellsnight stuff, and lamenting the fact that every time he had inspiration for a forever world, it would indeed come to an end at some point. That's a dead end. I think we came from this way. And this is the way home. Yeah, that is the way home. Okay, we're on the final little bit then. Am I unable to pick up these bones? There, we got the bones. Okay, let's drop some stuff here. We'll drop this and this. And this. And these. Can never tell if it's zombie pigmen or hoglins at first. Okay. Have we gone up? We have gone up there. That's why the light is there. Let's just finish this place off if we can. How far in are we? Oh yeah, but I was saying the video came out late because of some family stuff. One of my kids had a friend spend the night last night, which I wasn't planning on, so I didn't get to record early in the morning because that would, where they sleep is. Oh yeah, this is where we busted in. That one time. We came up from below, I believe. Hey little guys. And my wife had foot surgery a couple of days ago, and her second one, actually. She needed one done on each foot, which is quite a pain for her, literally and figuratively. So this is closed off. I don't think we need to go up here to prove that we've been up there, because we have. So that's it. That's a wrap for this place. We did it. There's our that. And, wait a minute. How do we get out of here? Maybe this is how we get out. Ooh, hello. Ow, ow. Okay, stay calm. Why aren't you dead yet? Tempted to eat, but I think we'll just take these guys out first. Patience, patience. Yeah, so she's recovering. She had her first surgery like 4 weeks ago, and that foot is almost totally recovered, and now she's relying on it exclusively to get her around, basically, and crutches and my help and some other stuff like that. So I would think this would be the way out, because yes, it is right here. Okay. All right, so we did it. We've been everywhere that's connected here. So now we can head back to be where we like. I'm operating the controller with one hand right now while I sip some coffee. But yeah, so with my wife needing help to move from the bed to a work area and, you know, vice versa, things like that. What do we want out of here? We want these, not this. The gas tier, the glowstone, the blaze rods. Maybe the crimson fungus. And we could collect some, am I really going to want saddles? 3 saddles and 3 horse armors? I could get rid of this iron. It's just 3. Or the flint and steel, which is 1 iron and a piece of flint, which is easy to come by. Although this is a silk touch shovel, so it's not as easy, but I do have that fortune one back at the base. Yeah, so now with this crimson fungus, oh, wrong way. I can gather some, I can silk touch up some of this ground here in the crimson forest, and we can grow crimson trees in the overworld. How great is that? So it would grow in a block like this. Well, now what works on this? A shovel or a pickaxe? Not a shovel, a pickaxe. Wow, and I can't even pick that up because I'm so full. It's dangerous to be this full on inventory and not have any regular old blocks to place. But as long as we have one of these mushrooms in our inventory, we may as well, taking up a slot, we may as well grab a few. What's that? What's up, fellas? I got no beef with you. I'm just here to grab some of this. And I guess we'll grab some more. Although this gravel makes me nervous. Is it going to collapse? And then if I set this stuff among bone meal in the overworld or among netherrack in the overworld and bone meal it, will it turn into more crimson nylium? I do not know. Otherwise, we could just come to the biome and bone meal regular netherrack, and that would be fine. Okay, so I dug down to Y15 and then got to Z0 and started digging towards X0. And then, of course, this meets up with our ancient debris mine, which I think since the last episode I got a little bit of and applied it to an extra Silk Touch shovel and then combined them to turn our old shovel, which already had efficiency 4, I think, on breaking and mending, and like fortune 2, combined it with the other one, so now it's efficiency 5. And Silk Touch, which is what I want. I've been giving some thought about whether or not I want a fortune or a Silk Touch shovel. There's reasons for both, but I think I want Silk Touch. Okay, what is in here that is worth grabbing? Power 2, Power 1, Punch 1, Power 2. We could combine 2 Power 2s to get a Power 3, which is not a terrible idea. Do I have room for a couple of Power 2s? I do if I get rid of those 2 blaze rods, which really 3 stacks ought to be quite enough. Where'd they go? They're in here. Power 2, Power 2. Because I already have a Power 4 bow. I've been combining some stuff. Boy, that crossbow is tempting too. You can't, as far as I know, you can't craft a crossbow. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we have a Power 4 bow and a Power 3 bow sitting around. So if I can combine these 2 Power 2s to get another Power 3 and combine those to get a Power 4, I can combine that with the original Power 4 to get a Power 5, which would be nice for things like Ghasts or the Wither or the Endragon. All sorts of stuff. And oh my goodness, am I ready to get out of the Nether? It's been a long Nether. Okay, are we in the dark here? Is it nighttime? It's not. Okay, those few lonely cows are doing fine. I've been harvesting some birch. These cows, you can tell, I've been working on. I've got a little hole to spend some time in and sleep in if I need to while I build these guys up. And I've also got a little farm going here too, so I can feed these guys from that, because I was almost out of seeds. Let me show you what's going on with the house. We talked about this 22.5 degree roof, I think, in the last episode, and now it's on both. And the copper roof is aging, which is cool, and I've started toying with the idea of some sort of tower here, a round tower on top of the main bedroom. If I could build this house again, I would make it very similar. However, I think I would make this just a little bit taller so that these don't end weird. And I would make these quite a bit taller. I was expecting them to be 45 degree angle roofs, and the fact that they're 22.5 makes me wish there was a second floor on these buildings, so that this roof and this roof would not intersect quite as awkwardly. But my question to you guys is, if I use a bunch of pistons, can I, to sound like a boomer or Gen Xer, raise the roof on this and this without having to like tear it down and rebuild it? Because there's slabs here, right? So that makes it kind of problematic. Maybe I have to fill the rafters with dirt and then use pistons to move the whole thing up? I don't know. Anyway, give me your thoughts on that. I'd love to get more adept at redstone, but I've just got too many other wonderful ideas to monkey with at the time. Okay, so bridge is still here, farm is still there, dark oak and spruce. Bows, we were gonna combine some bows, that's what we're gonna do. And drop some stuff off, and holy cow, you know what? Dropping stuff off here is no longer viable. I've gotta go drop it off at the new place. Oh, by the way, the voting has come in, and the votes are loud and clear and unanimous as far as I can tell. I didn't see a single comment to the contrary. So if you voted, you know what the response is, if I'm right. But we are not doing 2 chests and a double pillar. We are doing 2 double chests, a single chest, and then a single pillar there. So thank goodness for that, because That feels like the right decision to me. Okay, we want to put more glowstone in the tree farms. Trying to decide where this stuff should go. It makes at least sense for me to put the precious things in the precious things chest for now. But this sort of nethery stuff can go here, I think. And I don't mind the bones being there as well for bone meal. But like this can go where the tools go. And this can go where the precious things go. I guess this could go where the drops go. I don't need much bone meal over here. Okay. So we dropped a few things off. Oh, and the sun is setting. Look at this. So you can see that the roof is getting more and more complete as time goes by. And I continue to work on it. The sun is not low enough in the sky yet to sleep. So I like that we can see the tree farm from here, right? And I think that there may be a path that goes from there this way, and then a bridge maybe that goes from here over to here. And I don't know if I want the bridges to like droop in the middle or not. That one is very straight, so I'm going to have to add some supports to it to make it not look so unnatural, to just be a thin layer of slabs that go straight. Yeah. But I like the idea of multiple paths, multiple angles. I want to see this thing from several different angles. I want to approach it from this way, and I want to approach it from the road that goes around here that we talked about a little an episode or two ago. And I also want to be able to approach it from there like this, right? And I have ideas for up here actually too. And I'm going to say them out loud. In case I forget, you guys can help me remember maybe. I want to find some acacia trees out there in the world, and I want to plant them up here. I think those will look nice. And I had the idea that at the top of the acacia tree, we could nestle in a block of dirt and put an acacia sapling. So we kind of get double acacia trees. I think those kind of fun and exciting angles would really be interesting. Okay, there's a power 2 bow. There's a power 3 unbreaking, and there's a power 4. So this 2, and this 2, and this 2. We don't need all of them. But I'm glad I found some in the Nether, because we only had one power 2. And it takes 2, baby. Me and you. We're going to combine these 2 to make a 3. We're going to combine it with 3 to make a 4. And we're going to combine it with the 4 to make a 5. So 2 and 2 is 3. Ignore my blasphemous math there. 3 and unbreaking is 4 and unbreaking. We'll do it that way. And then there's a power 5 unbreaking 2 bow for the cost of 11 or for the cost of 7. Now, we could try adding more unbreaking to this, but I don't think we have any unbreaking bows. So we'll just do that for now. We don't need the world's perfect bow as our first bow. But maybe I could carry this with me now. Maybe I could apply mending to it. I do have an extra mending book somewhere. I don't think it's worth putting mending on yet. We'll see. If it gets low and I really like it and I like using it, then we'll see. Okay, let's put away some of the things we haven't put away. We got some bones here. We're really doing great on bones, although I'd love to find a skeleton spawner. We do have more gold and iron than we've had in the past. We're up to 16. Oh, we could make Eyes of Ender. We have 16 pearls and all the blaze rods we need to really, like, go to town with that. Hey, where's our mending book? Oh, right here. Duh. You may have noticed I've been gathering some obsidian, too. I would like to, find some stuff in the overworld and then immediately put portals on it. So, like... The stronghold is an example of that. I think that could be fun. Okay, what do we do? Do we build a tower right now? I don't think we do any, like, farming or stuff. Some building. It's a little late in the episode for some, new building. I know that there's the villager's house. You know what? We could add a floor to the villager's house of mud bricks, and then we'll build up the tower a bit, I think. And yeah, then I don't know. I may move all this stuff over to the big house soon, and I may do it off camera because that's really going to take a while. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, yeah. We need water bottles. There's a bunch of glass bottles. And we could do it by the source of water so that we're not doing a ton of extra monkeying around. We need hay. And we're going to need a crafting bench. I don't know why I have 0 wood on me. It feels a little weird. Okay, so let's go by the water. We could go by this water. Oh, it's raining. Although this water's a little hard to reach. I guess we could go like this and replant a little later. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know how many of these we need to make. I guess if we get a lot of stuff out of the inventory, we could do like 8 at a time. Ooh, this may be a bad spot too, because it may turn into grass. So we need to make like a bed of not grass to put this on. How weird. Okay. What's the efficient way to make mud bricks? Clearly I don't know what it is. We're going to have to hop around, but that's okay. Let's see. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's our up right there. And then we'll get these out of the hotbar. We'll keep the sword handy. And then we have 8 water bottles there. Okay, so then it's same sort of idea here. And then maybe what we want is this. Whoops. Thank goodness for Silk Touch. So we're learning here. So let's put some more of this here. And then we'll get this back on the hotbar and we'll go for it again. We'll just keep those 8 bottles there. So let's see here. 1, 8. Okay. We'll just make a stack. Well, actually, let's make a quarter stack and see how many mud bricks it turns into. Because maybe that'll be a stack, right? I don't know. So this is the last row we'll do on camera, I think. We'll just see how much that makes us, and if it makes us a lot, great, and if it doesn't, then we'll finish the floor of the villager's house off camera. I was going to replant those sugar canes, but you know what? I don't feel like it. There's a lot you can just not do. Okay, I was going to make... Okay, let's see. We want to make packed mud. So there's 16 packed mud. And then we can combine it with... Oh, no, we don't combine it. Okay, and then we make 16. So it's 1 to 1. So that's kind of a process. Whew. But I could turn it into slabs, couldn't I? And get a half stack. Now, someone was telling me I need to use this to be more efficient, and I understand that with stairs, because it's a 1 to 1 ratio. Every block turns into a stair rather than a 6 to 4 ratio. But where you put in 6 blocks in the crafting table, and then you only get 4 stairs out. But for these, yeah, I just get 32. So I could put them into here to get 32. But I guess you have to put in 3 to get 6. So if you want a number that's not a multiple of 6 and is a multiple of 2, then you got to do it the other way. Okay, we're taking all of these glass bottles with us, apparently, but we can at least reset the hotbar the way that we like. An axe should go there, but I don't have one on me. And food goes here, and torches go here, and what else am I going to want on me? I guess this, since we're about to use it. Look how good the house looks, though, I think. I think it looks good. Our bedroom is the last place to get a roof, unfortunately. That's just the way it goes. Okay, we're going to need a bridge here, too. And maybe 2. I don't know. And I don't know what the width of the bridges should be, and I don't know if they should be straight or if they should droop a little. I kind of like the idea of a drooping bridge. That's kind of got like a gentle curve to it, like a rope bridge. But with these uneven heights, I just don't know. Maybe the bridge will come all the way to here. Whatever height over here is equal to the height over there. I don't know. That's looking good in the rain, though. It's looking cozy. I would stay there. And we still have a lot of path work to do over here. All of it. I haven't decided exactly where it's going to go. And I might want to wait just in case I build the village, which is temporary right now, I think, around the zombie spawner, which is where? Over here. Right? Oh, let's not fall in. Have not done any work to that since what you saw on camera. We can drop into the water, save our boots a little wear and tear. Alright, and this guy still needs a roof, doesn't he? He's got walls, but it's raining on him. He needs a roof. Maybe we'll make the roof out of deep slate, since we have it on us. Somebody said to make the roof out of stained glass. I just think that that is, while a interesting idea, too... Oh, is this deep slate or cobbled deep slate? It's deep slate. Why isn't it giving me the option to make stuff out of it? Is it cobbled deep slate that you need to make everything out of? Could be. Looks like it's time to sleep. Villager tried to use the bed and couldn't. Oh, we're already almost at an hour. Okay, let's just slap this floor down for him. Whee! How am I going to get in here? Like this. Uh-oh. I'm trapped. Didn't realize I could fall there. But that is indeed a space where one could fall. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 30. Oh, we've got the perfect amount of mud bricks. I am a genius. If you don't believe me, just keep watching. Okay, we got to get some under the bed here. How are we going to do that effectively? Just wait till you see this mud brick math. Just wait. It's going to be incredible. You're going to be blown away. I'm like the Chris Angel of Minecraft math. You guys know who Chris Angel is? Boom, boom. Look at that. We got a floor. I don't know what the ceiling's going to be yet. We were thinking deep slate, but we don't have access to any craftable stuff. So it's not going to be that. Alrighty, is there anything good here I should be grabbing while I'm over here? For any purposes. That is just a crafting thing. Oh yeah, that's all of our building materials for various projects and all of our tradables. Okay, let's head back then and get going with this tower a little bit. And I can finally pick up where I left off about my wife's foot surgeries or feet surgeries or feet surgery. What is the proper plural when you get surgery on one foot and then 4 weeks later, 3.5, get surgery on the other? It's multiple surgeries and it's multiple feet, but it sounds wrong to say feet surgeries because that sounds like multiple surgeries on both feet, which would not be the case. Anyway, she's got a bone problem that's not very big deal, but it's uncomfortable and it's getting worse and it's going to become painful later in life for her and the younger. It's a matter of when, not if, it becomes more painful. And the younger you are, the quicker your recovery is. So seemed like it made sense to just go for the gusto and get it done. Okay, polished andesite slabs actually turn into a block. Although when you harvest them, see, you get the slabs back, right? See, we just got a block there, but when you harvest that, it remembers, that it's slabs. I shouldn't have done that right on the edge of the wall. So that's kind of cool, but we can't get sort of that fine double horizontal line effect that we get. We don't want to go that way. That we get when we use Smoon stove slabs. Excuse me, can you get your... Sir? You're in my home. Can you get that down from there? Also, do we have any bone meal here? I kind of want to see if I can get a beautiful tree on camera with you guys. There's no bones in there. Oh, I do want some of these supplies, though. I would have gotten all the way up there without supplies, which would have been silly. Okay, I need this ladder right now, and you're kind of really in my way. I guess I don't if I'm checking for bone meal first. I'm going to give you until I get back in there, and if you are in the way of me using my own ladder in my own house, then something bad may happen, and I will not be held liable. This is something good in here. More of these and these. Excellent. Okay. I have to do something about this, and I'm not sure what. If I put this material here, then on the inside of this place, well, let me show you. It's log right there. Right there. Which I don't like. So I guess it depends on where we spend more time. Sir, I'm going to try to work around you guys, but you really should not be here. Can I help you? There you go. If you don't want your animals getting hurt, then don't be careless with them. Okay. So this is kind of a circle. Someone asked me to do more circular stuff, and it's kind of not, frankly. Let's get rid of this, and then we'll move to these, and we'll see how far we can get with this amount of material. I can always get more. Anyway, so my wife got her feet fixed, and but they are temporarily worse than normal. So I've been doing a lot of sort of picking her up and helping her move around lately, which is nice. That's a good bonding experience. You know, if you're getting along well with your spouse, that can be a nice experience. And honestly, if you're not, it can help because it just makes the relationship simpler. I think a certain amount of, you know, codependence is a bad thing and over-dependence is a bad thing. But sometimes we overdo those sentiments, and a little bit of dependence can be good. And I speak from partial experience because my parents actually were not getting along very well, and my mom got injured and my dad was helping, and that helped them out. Okay, when do we want to start the windows in the middle of this? Here, maybe? So we get some of these back. We can kind of complete this a little bit. We'll steal 2 from here. That fell down. And 2 from here. And then we'll see if we can complete this. We're not going to be able to, because we already stole 2 from here. Okay, so we need more of these. But we can take a look. Oh, almost. And see how it's looking so far. And then cook up some more smooth stone and stuff. And I think we're going to make it tall. I think it will look fat if we don't, like too squat, disproportionate, if we don't make it tall enough given how wide it is. So we'll have to add a couple layers at a time and come out here and look at it. It's going to look very short and stubby right now. But I think it's got potential. Especially if we raise these 22.5 degree roofs with pistons or otherwise to make these sort of 2 floors, then this can be like 3 floors total. And I think that could look pretty cool. The color difference there is subtle, which I like, but then the horizontal line difference is less subtle because the smooth stone show up as slabs and the andesite does not. So that adds a little bit of interest to it, and the fact that it's kind of roundish, and the fact that it has windows in it. And the windows probably won't have glass, but they may have like dark oak fence, perhaps. I think that could look pretty good. So we've already got some dark oak fence here. So that'll bring a little bit of cohesion to it as well, because it's not stone brick. I really think this place is coming along. Man, it takes a long time. We've only got 1 floor here. Well, we've got another one here actually, because this is meant to stay grass. Let's make our bone meal here, and let's see if we can't get a nice big oak tree. Okay, fellas, I tried to be nice, but there's just no room for you. How do I keep those guys from spawning? Because I'm getting tired of killing them. My conscience bothers me. That is not a big tree, and I don't have an axe on me to make it bigger. So we'll leave it that way for now. All right, well, let's see. I am going to bid you adieu from this room. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in the basement.